Aloha and shalom, everyone. I am making this quick video to address some issues about truthiracy. I basically want to explain why I'm making my videos. Many people become frightened after viewing my videos with the wisdom and education I give. But that's not the purpose. I'm doing it so that I can educate you with wisdom because wisdom is power. I am here to discover and reveal the truth. I'm not here to try to make you like me or subscribe or send me money or any other reason. I'm here because I want to know the truth, whether it steps on my toes or not. And obviously, my wisdom steps on a lot of people's toes. I am fighting for all of mankind, not just Muslims or Zionists or whoever. I'm here for everyone, all of the sheep, I should say, of the world. Okay? I want everyone to know and get to a certain level so they can understand how they're being used as slaves. And not just in a physical sense, but a mental sense, like the Bible or any other religious text. It's a slavery of the mind. And for those that are familiar with Albert Pike, his three world wars, where he states and lays out the plan, the first two have already happened, and the third is happening now. Go do your research and look it up. You see, their trick is to always get people to change from one religion to another religion. That's why people always ask, what's your religion? As if we have a choice to choose what God is. You see, God is the same. Our Creator is the same of all of us, regardless of what we, humans, perceive it to be, or think it is, or practice, or worship in a certain way. It doesn't change the facts at all. It doesn't matter if you're a Muslim or a Buddhist. It doesn't matter. Everyone's wrong, because there's only one truth. You see, this is part of Pike's plan in Section 3, or the Third World War. You see, he wants people to know and learn that Christ or the religions are fake. So what do the people do? They don't know where to turn. They don't know where to adorn and idolize a god. So they will then accept the Luciferian principles or the Luciferian God. You see, going from one religion straight into another religion. They just always take people from one to another, but it's all the same. So it drives me crazy when religious people come to me and get all mad at me because I'm saying that the gods are not real. I'm saying the fake man-made gods that we know of or have named are fake and man-made and not real. They are make-believe. I'm not saying that there is not such thing as a God or the real God. People say there's one God because they're taught that, but we don't know. There could be 24, 17, 390, or an infinity, or anything. You see, it's something that we can talk about all day and night, but not one human on earth knows the truth. All we know is our personal connection with God, and I believe that we should always live our lives as if there is a God looking over us. So the world is not going to turn to you. There's the telephone. Gotta go. So I'm back. Anyway, many people are concerned with what I'm teaching might be scaring people and making them frantic and not believe in a God, and so they're all going to be unruly and they're all going to start killing each other because since there's no God, who cares? You know, that whole theology is just crazy. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to prove at all. What I'm trying to do is say that we cannot base our lives and teach our children that there is a certain God named this and he wants that, and first of all say it's a he, which means it has a penis and blah blah blah. So our our responsibility is to say that there might be a God and you should live your life accordingly, so as if one is watching over every step you make and everything you do, but not to teach them that he is as fact, which people actually believe. So I don't believe in the God of the Bible at all. And that doesn't make me an unholy person at all. I'm one of the best, purest people I know. I'm a very loving, forgiving person. But I don't believe in the Bible. Does that mean I'm not going to be saved by our Creator or God? Wrong. 100%. I mean, come on. Anybody with freaking two brain cells can figure that one out. I mean, I am a good person under the God that created me on this earth that I live in, and I do the best and be the nicest I can to everyone and everything. Period. I don't need a Bible or an oath to a sacrificed human of blood ritual and all this crap. That's bullshit. I don't need to believe in the bull god of the Bible. I have my own connection with the real God, just as every one of us do. And then the holy religious people that claim to be walking with God have the nerve to come and attack me and say that I'm going to be living a life in hell. They deem me to hell and curse me to hell. I mean, come on. I don't wish them a life in hell, but they have the nerve to come and threaten my life in a pit of living, burning fire and flames just because I don't belong and want to listen and conform to their theology of what God is, so they freaking want to burn me on the stake. So basically, I just want to get across the point that there may or may not be a God as to what we conceive there to be a God. But that does not mean that you can sit there and live your life as an animal now. No. I believe that we should always live our life as if there is a God watching over us, but it's just a theory. It's not a fact. So I don't agree with religions like belonging to, let's say, Christianity, where you have to believe in the sacrificed one who is sacrificed for your sins. No, in ancient times, they made the sacrifice to sin. Okay? This is incredible that people don't do their research and learn about this. Okay? Giving a sacrifice, a blood human sacrifice, is what the ancients did. And so, what are the chances of you having a religion about the real God? And gee, it includes ancient blood ritual sacrifice. Think about what cult you belong to. I mean, you were not born on Earth one day and came up with all this crap. No, it was spoon fed to you since you were a baby, and everything you heard and everything you saw. So don't come at me telling me God is Allah or God is Buddha or God is El, okay, or Zeus. I mean, people, you don't realize that people thousands of years ago actually believed that there was a real Zeus. They worshiped him and everything, not thinking that he was fake. No, they believed, just as Christians today believe, okay, that Jesus is real. It's the exact same controlling of the mind. I mean, think about how many generations there are in 100 years, or 1,000 years, or 2,000 years since the Bible was made, when people are sitting around waiting for the return of Jesus. People living their whole life and telling their grandchildren about it, and on and on and on, and all of them dying, and he never returned. Actually, they never realized that he did return, because the Son does return. He does die every year, and he's reborn and comes back and saves us all from the evil, cold, demonic, December cold winter of the devil of death. I mean, people wake up. There's no such thing as a devil or a so-called God, that's floating up in heaven. It's not like that. There's no devil floating around right now as I'm speaking. Look outside in the earth floating in the universe, and you think there's a devil floating up there or floating down in the middle of the earth somewhere in burning hell? I mean, it's just stupid. You think there's a God that's floating up in space, what, 4,000 feet? How high is he? 4.4 miles? Come on. There's no God like that. We can't even conceive simple, basic concepts in the universe, you know, let alone trying to sit there and quote the words of God. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the funny thing is, if I switched the two babies at birth, let's say I took a Muslim baby and put it with a Buddhist family, and I took the Buddhist little baby and I took it to the Muslim family, well, they would be coming at me saying that Allah is the God or Buddha is the God. They'd be reversed and sitting there fighting 100% with their faith in their heart, believing that they are correct, when actually they are all incorrect. So I just want everyone to relax. I'm not attacking your faith as a human being on earth or in the real God, whatever that is or is not. I am just attacking the man-made fake aspects that are attributed to God and that are, stories that are lies told about God. Let's stick to the facts, to what we know and what we can prove, so then we can move forward. Excuse me, forward. And what is forward? I don't know. The future, the truth that we all may find out one day. But if that is clouded with man-made perceptions, what truth will it really be? And I also want to clear up something before I sign off here. Freemasonry, people are really confused about that. They don't understand that it's created just as a church is created or any other thing is created. As a member of a church, now an evil Satanist because they belong to a church? No, they're following the theology of, let's say, Satanism, but doesn't mean that they are an evil person themselves, okay? Exactly like a member of Freemasonry doesn't make them evil at all. No one joins because they want to be evil or the foundation itself is evil. Well, the ones that created it, sure, it's part of all the same theology like the Bible and anything else. It's part of the same system. So, yeah, in 100%, the bottom line is that, yeah, I guess it kind of is evil. But the members that are there, they don't know that. They're just there to join and become good members in society, and use Freemasonry, blah, blah, blah. They're blind really to all the true symbolism and what's really going on. Like I said, if you ask my dad about Hiram Abiff, he's going to say he was a great man, not realizing the true symbology of what the high ram represents. So like I said, it's my choice not to belong to Freemasonry or any other cult or religion. My grandfather and father are both 32nd degree Freemasons, sublime princes of the royal secret. They're not 33 degrees, which I guess is supposed to be the evil level. I don't know. All I can say is that my grandfather was, now that he passed away, and my dad is, they are both great people, period. There's nothing wrong. There's no Satanism or anything weird like that in the family. Everybody has this image of this Masonic family. It's, come on, it's craziness. I mean, maybe in high level degrees. I mean, people that are Satanists. They can join Freemasonry and they can be joining your church. Doesn't mean churches are now evil. I mean, even though the theology and all of it comes from that. Okay? You got to understand the difference of what I'm saying. So just because you're not a Christian does not mean that you're not a really good, pure person at all. This is what's spoon-fed to us, and they make us think this. They're controlling our minds to believe this. So of course you want to join and belong to the good group and not be an evil devil. When the truth is completely different from that. The fact is you don't have to be a Christian to be a good person at all. And apparently, I've never seen God come down and stop somebody from murdering somebody or saving anybody. I mean, maybe in weird ways or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. He doesn't physically come down and grab the hammer out of somebody before they crack their skull or stop the trigger from being pulled when someone's getting shot. You know, God doesn't work like that. So whether I believe or not, whether if I go kill my neighbor, that God's going to kill me in hell and send me to a life in hell, should not deter me from going and killing my neighbor because I fear God. It's fear-based religion. I don't care whether God's going to put me to hell or not, or he doesn't. Let's say God doesn't even care that I go kill my neighbor and he just doesn't care either way, no matter what I do on earth. What if it doesn't matter? I'm still not going to go kill my neighbor because I know it's wrong, because it's not the right thing to do, because we're humans with brains that God gave us. Therefore, we're following, God's thoughts, if you will, by not killing a neighbor because we know it's wrong. Okay, not because God's going to condemn us for it. He may or may not, or he, it, she, whatever, may or may not. We don't know, but we can't live our lives according to that. So my point is that we should be the best humans that we can be on earth, period, regardless if God is real or not. I mean, even if he wasn't real, does it really change anything? Think about it. No, we still gotta be the best humans that we can be to each other. Aloha, peace, love, and wisdom.